When most women hear Plan B, they imagine walking away from their job, risking everything, or starting something they're not qualified for. So they wait. And while they wait, income pressure quietly grows. But a real Plan B doesn't disrupt your life, it actually stabilizes it. Hello, my name is Catherine Allen. I am the founder of Breakout Life Coaching and Consulting. I help women build online businesses as a second income without burning out or sacrificing financial security before they're ready. The biggest misunderstanding about a Plan B is that you have to have a dramatic exit. That is not true. Another misunderstanding is that you have to make a big announcement. You don't. And it's not an all or nothing, nor is it a replacement. It's just an addition. It's an additional income. The truth is that real Plan Bs are built quietly. No permission required. You start small, consistent time blocks. You create time from your schedule. You pull back time from shows that you watch in the evenings or extra socializing on the weekend because one of the biggest barriers to a woman starting a Plan B business is that I don't have time. But the truth is, if you want something different in life, it requires doing something different. And if that means pulling time back from shows of watching the millionaires who are performing and you're not having the life that you want, then it's worth it. Pull back time from shows that you watch in the evening or excess socializing on the weekend. So you pull that time back and then create your business from small, consistent time blocks. And there is no big pressure to perform. So when you start this Plan B on the side quietly, you do it at your own pace. You're just going to move forward little by little. And that is why growing a online business is one of the best ways to start a business as your Plan B. You're going to start by identifying your skills that you already have that solves the problems for others, whether it's a business or an individual. That's what business is all about, solving problems. If you cannot solve a problem, it is definitely something cannot be a business. And the problems come in different forms. So when you start your online business, you could be a coach. Coaches, the most successful coaches, coach in an area where they have had success. It's overcoming a struggle, it's finding a way to do something that has been difficult. You could be a weight loss coach. You could be a money manager coach. You could be a coach who helps women who have chronic conditions how to thrive and start a business. There are so many different areas where you could become a coach, and you may not even be aware of it. You may have something in you from your life experience that you could become a coach. When I started my coaching business, I built it from my desire to help women, particularly women in corporate and also other sectors, to not feel that you have to resign yourself to an environment that is not good for you. Toxic environments, environments where you are not respected, fairly compensated, and the microaggressions, and the list goes on and on. I pivot because I had to save myself. So I had the life coaching, but if I wanted to help women to know that they have options, I knew I needed to bring about a way for them to have a strategy to build a business so that they can pivot if that's what you want to do. So as a result, my business is life coaching and consulting around building a business. So this is an example of how you can take your life experience and become a coach to help others who are trying to overcome the struggle that you just overcame. So think about what personal life experience that you have that you've been successful in, and you know there is a large audience of others who need to overcome or change what they are dealing with. So that's an example of how you can create your coaching business from your own life experience. You could also be a course creator. You could also, there are so many different things that you could do to start an online business. And you could build it gradually because you don't want to be overwhelmed and you don't have to make it complex. That's the beauty of an online business. When you start your online business as your plan B, that second income could change a lot. It could lessen your anxiety at work because now you know that you are building something, and it could make you more confident in the decisions that you make. And it also could help you to have stronger boundaries because oftentimes when we feel like our back is up against the wall, especially on a job, when we're really being treated badly, we take so much more than we normally would. So it could be a place where you have you have no boundaries. You just let everything and anything happens, but internally you are hurting. So when you know that you are building something, it will give you the courage to have some boundaries. And it could help you to think more clearer because when you are overwhelmed by what is happening in the economy, in the labor force, and you know something is brewing at your job, it can cause you to not think clearly. But if you're building a second income, it will help you to be able to think clearly. And the other good thing is that when you build a second income, it will allow you to have something in the event of a layoff at your job. So waiting could be really risky if you know that something is brewing, or if you just know from your the field that you're in, things are changing, or you have experience moving from one job to the next and you find yourself experiencing the same thing to the point where you know that you want to create something to pivot. So a plan B option for creating a business will help you to plan that pivot strategically. So you don't want to not do anything when you see things happening. You see the economy changing, all these changes that are happening, AI automation. Don't be risky, be wise. And you don't have to overwhelm yourself with this creation of your online business. If you want to explore what a plan B would look like for you, comment options or check the link below for my masterclass. You don't need to leap. And in this masterclass, I will help you to consider your options in the online space. This masterclass is for you if you want to create additional income and options without walking away from your job or your career. It's also for you if you feel successful on paper, but know that your current income or your role isn't the whole plan. This masterclass is for you if you are noticing burnout, uncertainty, or limits in your current path and you want a smarter backup strategy. So this is just some of the things that we will discuss that I will cover in the masterclass that you don't want to miss. So do sign up. It is free. And do sign up so that you can get the Zoom information and get the dates and all of that. You don't want to miss it. I thank you for stopping by to check out this video. I hope that you will come back because I will have other videos around building something for yourself and just mindset shifts that we all need to think about that we can make. So I hope to see you in the next video.